A guy's hugging and kissing a puppy. You think he's just into dogs. Actually, this little white dog is a genuine dog person. Xiqing was abandoned by his parents as a kid. A casino boss felt sorry for him and took him in. So he's been working at the casino ever since. Today while Xiqing was working, some creep started eyeing him. He thought Xiqing looked pretty. Came right up and asked, ever slept with a man? Xiqing had a million curses in his head, but held them back. Sorry, we don't provide those services. Then the guy sitting across from the creep smiled. I think I smell a puppy. Xiqing froze. His human form is perfect. How could there be a dog smell? This damn wolf. That's right, this guy is the son of the wolf clan leader. Known as Ying Jiaying the man-eater. Heard the wolf leader died last night. How come he seems unfazed? A cold-blooded bastard. While Xiqing was thinking, the creep suddenly grabbed his butt. Wanna have some fun with me? My tastes are pretty vanilla. Don't be scared. Xiqing snapped. He grabbed chips from the table and threw them in the guy's face. After throwing them, he realized, crap, he screwed up. Xiqing hung his ears low and apologized to the casino boss. Boss, I don't want to work here anymore. I'm a fighting dog. How can I just let people grope me? Xiqing complained while drinking. A voice came from beside him. Why are you drinking? Trying to off yourself. It was Ying Jiaying. Xiqing stood up and faced him. You know me? Jiaying smiled slyly. Nope. Xiqing laughed. Then why are you bothering me? Before he could finish, Jiaying stepped on his foot. Xiqing looked pitiful and tattled to the boss. Boss, look at him. The boss smiled awkwardly. We dog people can drink. Jiaying reached out and touched Xiqing's head. Is that so? Well, drink in moderation. It's bad for you. Then Jiaying turned and left. Xiqing watched him leave confused. What's this guy trying to do? They're both canines. Why is the difference between wolves and dogs so huge? Today Xiqing didn't shift to human form. As a little white dog, he napped in the break room. He woke up to find a man in front of him. Isn't that Ying Jiaying from the wolf clan? Why is he crouching here watching him sleep? Xiqing was shocked. Seeing him awake, Jiaying smiled and picked him up. Xiqing's fur flew everywhere as he barked. He wanted Jiaying to put him down. But Jiaying just smirked and licked his lips. Then he leaned in and kissed Xiqing. While kissing him, he said, You're so adorable. Jiaying grabbed Xiqing's paw and squeezed his pads. He hugged him and kept sniffing. Xiqing had never experienced this. All the kissing made him pass out. The next day the boss said something unexpected. Jiaying not only paid for the damages Xiqing caused, he also sent Xiqing a gift. Sweet potato jerky, every dog's favorite. Xiqing bristled. I'm not a real dog. I don't want it. The boss pulled out the jerky and quickly stuffed it in Xiqing's mouth. Xiqing chilled. It's just okay, I guess. He wouldn't admit he liked it. But why did Jiaying send him this? Does he know he's really a dog? He's the man-eating wolf. Heard he even eats his own kind. Does he want to eat him too? Thinking about Jiaying hugging and licking him, he broke into a cold sweat. Xiqing anxiously gestured with his paws. Does Ying Jiaying know I'm a dog? Is that why he's messing with me? The little dog punched his hubby in the face. Your hubby's a wolf?
Baby Xiqing, I believe you really are a fighting dog now. We small dogs do get stressed easily.
Today the boss gave Xiqing a task. He wanted him to pick something up. Xiqing looked at the address. Isn't this Ying Jiaying's company? He knew the casino had been doing shady deals with the wolf clan. But wolves are the worst. They bully everyone. People sent for deals often never come back. Why'd they pick him for this? The boss put his arm around Xiqing's shoulder. I trust you. That's why I'm sending you. Plus, Ying Jiaying seems to care about you. I've always looked out for you. Just do this one thing for me, okay? When the boss played the guilt card, Xiqing couldn't refuse. After all, the boss took him in when his parents abandoned him. How could he not help? The boss looked at him seriously. Xiqing, I'm almost done paying off my debts. Let's finish this last job and get out of this business. Xiqing perked up. Once he finished this job, he and the boss could go back to normal life. He felt motivated, but Xiqing was still scared. Wolves have ruled the upper class among beast people forever, and Ying Jiaying's company controls everything. Xiqing nervously walked into Jiaying's office. He walked in to see a body on the floor. And that scary man Jiaying. He was staring at him with interest. We meet again. Aren't you happy to see me? Why keep the helmet on? Xiqing realized he forgot to take off his helmet and quickly removed it. Jiaying looked a bit sad. We're old acquaintances. You won't even let me see your face. I'm hurt. Xiqing quickly said, I'm happy to see you too. Jiaying might sound casual now, but when he gets violent he's absolutely brutal. How could he dare provoke him? Jiaying was thrilled to hear that. Oh, you're happy. Wait. What's this guy getting at? Jiaying smiled and had his man bring over a package. You're here for this, right? Here you go. Xiqing reached out to take it. But Jiaying suddenly pulled him into his arms. He grabbed his hand and licked it. Xiqing's fur stood on end. His ears popped out. He swung and punched Jiaying in the face. The dog and wolf are about to start living together. Seeing such a cute puppy, forget the top. Even I can't resist wanting a sniff. Our little dog Xixing got in trouble again today. He punched Jiaying in the face. Jiaying's men immediately restrained him and pinned him down. Jiaying didn't attack though. He just said a bit annoyed. You hit harder than I expected. In the end, he let Xixing leave safely. Xixing grabbed the goods and was about to bring them back to the boss. A bunch of thugs suddenly appeared behind him and hit him with a bat. He tried to fight back. The thugs pulled out a knife and stabbed him in the thigh. Xixing collapsed in pain. He couldn't fight back. The thugs beat him up and stole the goods. Poor Xixing was hurt so badly he shifted back to his original form. He whimpered on the ground. Was he going to die here today? Just then, a familiar figure appeared. It was Jiaying. Jiaying picked him up, off the ground. Tiny dog, laying his palm. Jiaying saw he was hurt and stroked his ears to comfort him. Feeling the warmth in his hands, Xixing slowly fell asleep. He didn't know how long he slept. Xixing thought he smelled disinfectant. Is this a hospital? No way, hospitals are expensive. He has no money or insurance.
Poor baby, use my insurance.
Xixing groggily opened his eyes. Whoa, this super fancy room. This is definitely not a hospital. Where is this? A familiar voice came from behind. You're awake? Keep sleeping. Xixing jumped and turned around in disbelief. When he saw Ying Jiaying, his world collapsed. Oh no, did this wolf take him home? The dog was taken home by the wolf. Xixing really didn't understand what Jiaying wanted. Does he want to eat him? Xixing sat on Jiaying's big bed with an IV in his hand. Jiaying's private doctor was explaining his condition. The patient's injuries are serious, but luckily no organs were damaged. With good rest, he'll recover. However, the patient has almost no detectable pheromones. Hard to tell if he's a beast person. Xixing was stunned. This was the first time he learned he had no pheromones. Beast people's pheromones are hundreds of times stronger than regular animals, and he has none. Talk about a blow to the ego. Xixing hung his head and drooped his tail. Jiaying saw he was upset. He quickly petted his head to comfort him. It's not a big deal. Just get better soon. Xixing felt like Jiaying really liked him as a puppy. Maybe it's good he doesn't know his real identity. By night, Xixing regretted his afternoon thoughts. Why does he have to sleep with Jiaying? Sure, Jiaying was kind enough to bring him home and treat him. But this is still a wolf's den. He's a helpless little dog. He could get eaten by this wolf any second. It's too dangerous. Better figure out an escape plan quick. Xixing sneakily crawled towards Jiaying's phone. He pawed at the screen. When he saw the date on the phone, Xixing was shocked. He'd been asleep for 3 days. The boss must be worried about him. Better call him quick to let him know he's okay. Xixing pressed the number keys with his paw, but his pads were too soft. He couldn't press the right buttons. Xixing looked at his paws and sighed. He tried using his nose and mouth to poke the screen. It opened the photo gallery instead. Jiaying's phone had hundreds of photos of Xixing sleeping. Oh my god, when were these taken? Everything looks huge when you're a tiny dog. Xixing glared at Jiaying. How can anyone sleep like this? The dog thought the wolf brought him home to eat him. Turns out the wolf loves him to death. Xixing sneakily opened Jiaying's phone. He saw hundreds of photos of himself sleeping in the gallery. Why is this wolf taking secret photos of him? Xixing panicked and threw the phone. The phone smacked onto the floor. It woke Jiaying up. Jiaying sat up. He saw Xixing sitting on the edge of the bed, putting him into his arms. What are you doing instead of sleeping? You need good rest if you want to recover quickly. Xixing was sweaty. Why doesn't this guy wear anything to sleep? Jiaying picked up Xixing, buried his face in his belly and sniffed. Xixing pawed at Jiaying's hair in protest. Jiaying put him down and said fondly, sleeping with you really feels great. Xixing was confused. What's this guy babbling about? Jiaying placed Xixing beside him. Come on, sleep now. Xixing glared hard at Jiaying's ripped 8-pack abs. How's he supposed to sleep? He barely made it through the night. The next day, Xixing still didn't have time to plan his escape, because Jiaying was following him around constantly. Even when he sneezed in his face, Jiaying looked at him adoringly. He even brought him to work. Xixing sighed deeply. At this rate, can he even escape? The dog was taken home by the wolf as a little pet. He has to sleep with him. Now he even goes to work with him. Today, Jiaying's guys came by today to report. The casino boss is looking for Xixing. Xixing's tail wagged back and forth, so he's worried about me too. Jiaying smiled. That dog guy who punched me last time. Let them keep looking. Once they find him, bring him to me right away. I'll make him pay in blood. Xixing got so scared his tail tucked in instantly. This wolf pup really holds the crowd. Can't let him find out who I am. Jiaying saw the puppy tuck his tail like he was upset. He quickly had someone bring sweet potato chips. Go ahead, eat up. Xixing turned and glared at him hard. Jiaying really is treating me like a pet dog. Watching him wave the sweet potato chips in front of me like bait. Xixing bit into the sweet potato chip. Better to play it smart for now. This isn't giving in to him. Just a temporary strategy. But honestly, these sweet potato chips are pretty good. These past few days, Jiaying takes Xixing everywhere. Even to the bathroom. He's the terrifying man, eating wolf. But he's been grinning like an idiot holding a puppy all day. Everyone at the company was stunned. but nobody dared say a word. Slowly, Xiqing got used to it. Xiang actually treats me pretty well, as long as he stops trying to kiss me all the time. After turning into a puppy, a wolf picked me up and kept me as a pet. Who could resist a puppy small enough to fit in your pocket? Sometimes Xiqing is just speechless with joy. This wolf pup spends every day scheming to kiss me. At work, he keeps me tucked in his chest, petting me constantly. While petting him that day, Xiang couldn't help but wonder. So weird. Who would abandon such an adorable little thing? Xiqing bit Zhou-Ying's hand. I wasn't abandoned. Xiang didn't get mad even after being bitten. He kept petting Xiqing's head. But you get all upset suddenly. I got you a toy today. Cheer up. Zhou-Ying pulled out a toy snake. Xiqing barked. I'm not actually a dog. Why would I like this stuff? Zhou-Ying saw Xiqing barking happily and thought he liked it. He excitedly took the toy snake to the washing machine. New toys need to be washed first. Xiqing watched his back. A mischievous idea suddenly popped into his head. He tossed Zhou-Ying's earbuds into the washing machine too. The result was being forced to go out to eat with Zhou-Ying.
He's so tiny and cute.
When they got to the restaurant, they were stopped by a server. The restaurant doesn't allow pets. Zhou-Ying didn't panic at all. He tucked Xiqing right into his pocket. He smiled brightly at the server. Can I go in now? Never underestimate a puppy's fighting power. Hearing the guy in front of him talking smack, the puppy immediately dumped soup right on his crotch. Direct hit. Want me to submit to him? In his dreams, today Zhou-Ying took Xiqing out to eat. The restaurant doesn't allow pets, so Zhou-Ying just stuffed Xiqing in his pocket. Xiqing quietly perked up his ears in the pocket to listen. Who's this wolf pup meeting today? Turns out it's that creep from last time. The creepy eagerly invited Zhou-Ying back to the casino, and swore he'd find some guy named Xiqing. Next time I see that Xiqing, I'm gonna... Hearing his own name, Xiqing immediately started thrashing in the pocket. Zhou-Ying reached in and pulled him out. Xiqing barked angrily at the creep non-stop. The creep complained that this puppy has a terrible temper. Zhou-Ying immediately brought Xiqing close to the creep. My puppy doesn't like him. Should I eat him? Xiqing was so shocked he stopped barking. He turned around in disbelief. Zhou-Ying grabbed the creep and pulled him closer. He smiled at Xiqing. Does my puppy wanna play? Put a leash on this guy, and you can walk him yourself. Xiqing shook his head frantically. He hates the creep, but he's not that cruel. Zhou-Ying said with some disappointment. You don't like it? That's no fun. Zhou-Ying put Xiqing on the table. Now free to move, Xiqing immediately looked at the creep. Even though he doesn't want to eat him, he still needs to be taught a lesson. Trying to make me submit to him. Fat chance. Xiqing knocked over the hot soup in front of the creep, splashing it right on target. So satisfying. Zhou-Ying picked up Xiqing from behind. He praised him for doing well. Xiqing went quiet for a moment. The boss always said this creep's family had powerful connections. Told me to put up with it and not touch him. But Zhou-Ying is different. He doesn't make me hold back. Instead, he supports and praises me. Being unconditionally supported and favored feels this good. What if a dog and a wolf don't speak the same language? How can you make the other one understand what you mean? Xiqing has been living at Zhou-Ying's place for a week now. These past few days, Zhou-Ying has taken care of him completely. The only problem is, today Xiqing's ear was itchy. Usually he scratches his ear with his back paw, but now he's injured and can't. Should I get Zhou-Ying to help? Xiqing jumped over to Zhou-Ying and bit his clothes. He kept waving his paws and barking. Zhou-Ying smiled and picked him up. Do you want a hug? Or do you want pets? Or maybe kisses? Xiqing quickly put his paw over Zhou-Ying's mouth. This guy never stops once he starts kissing. Zhou-Ying couldn't figure out what the puppy wanted. He asked his assistant Yingpei nearby. Yingpei, you're a dog person, right? Listen and tell me what the puppy's saying. Xiqing's eyes lit up. Finally, someone who understands dog. Xiqing scratched with his paw, trying to show he wanted help cleaning his ear. But Yingpei said seriously to Zhou-Ying, the puppy says he wants his ear petted. Xiqing's heart broke instantly. Zhou-Ying happily picked up Xiqing. So my puppy likes getting his ears rubbed. Zhou-Ying stroked the puppy's soft little ears. But Xiqing wasn't happy at all. His itchy ear was so uncomfortable. Seeing he was still unhappy, Zhou-Ying started to catch on. I think I need to clean his ears. Hearing this, Xiqing perked up immediately, tail wagging. This wolf pup isn't so dumb after all. He finally gets it. Who would have thought the terrifying wolf clan leader's son would turn so gentle with a little puppy? Zhou-Ying carefully cleaned Xiqing's ears, and trimmed his nails too. Xiqing hummed contentedly in those big hands. Zhou-Ying gently held him in his arms, brushing his fur and said softly, we'll be together forever. It's my job to do these things. Zhou-Ying petted Xiqing's head, and brought him sweet potato chips. Xiqing happily ate the sweet potato chips. Zhou-Ying really knows how to take care of someone. It's been a while since I've rested like this. But this isn't my home. I still need to find a way back to my brother. Xiqing thinks of the casino boss as his brother, and wants to get back to him. But what he doesn't know is, Zhou-Ying has already been investigating the people who came looking for trouble that day. Those people were sent by the casino boss. They not only stole the goods, but beat up Xiqing and stabbed him. Zhou-Ying held the investigation report with a dark expression. Where Xiqing got hurt is Wolf Clan territory. Even the worst thugs wouldn't dare cause trouble there, coming specifically to steal the goods and beat Xiqing half to death. There's only one reason. The casino boss wanted to pocket the goods and make Xiqing the fall guy. Jiaying glanced at Xiqing sleeping soundly behind him and sighed. What do I do? My puppy's gonna be crushed when he finds out. Jiaying ordered his assistant to watch the casino boss closely. He got up and walked back to Xiqing. He scooped up the sleeping little guy. He couldn't help licking his lips. How can he be this cute? The puppy thinks the wolf brought him home to eat him. What he doesn't know is the wolf does want to eat him, just in a different way. That day the doctor came for a follow-up. He scanned Xiqing all over with his device. Again, no pheromones detected. He's probably just a regular puppy. Xiqing flopped over in frustration. This guy's a quack. Seriously. Jiaying lovingly rubbed the Xiqing's belly and smiled. Good thing he's healing well. Should be able to remove the stitches next week. Xiqing secretly peeked at Jiaying. Is it because I'm eating well and staying warm with this guy? I really am recovering faster than expected. Though it's still hard to turn back into human form. I tried in secret before, but it hurt too much so I gave up. Jiaying picked Xiqing up. When can I take you for a walk? Xiqing growled angrily. Is this big bad wolf planning to put a leash on me? Dog people have pride too, okay? I can't actually become a house pet. Xiqing kicked his little feet against Jiaying's chest. But Jiaying wasn't mad at all. That night he even made a big plate of shrimp. Xiqing lay at the table's edge wagging his tail like crazy. Jiaying carefully peeled the shrimp and fed it to him. Xiqing had never eaten shrimp before. He was super excited. Jiaying couldn't help laughing. So adorable. Hurry up and eat. Recover fast. When winter comes, I'm eating you. Xiqing froze in shock. The shrimp even fell out of his mouth onto the table. This big bad wolf really does want to fatten me up to eat me. What happens when a beastman's pheromones get too high? The puppy's really scared the wolf will eat him. Either way of eating is scary. The doctor found that Jiaying's pheromone levels were way above normal. He asked in surprise, haven't you turned back into your true form lately? Jiaying stroked Xiqing on his lap. No, to take care of my puppy. If I turned back, he'd be scared. The doctor scratched his head in frustration. For your health, you need to release pheromones regularly. Especially you, director. At least once every 2 weeks. Xiqing looked at Jiaying in shock. Beastmen need to turn into their true form or have sex to release pheromones. Usually once every 2 months is enough. Jiaying needs it at least every 2 weeks. He's a total beast. That night Jiaying lay in bed looking miserable. His ears and big tail were already showing. Xiqing lay nearby watching. Jiaying looks really exhausted. Xiqing slowly crawled over and poked him. Jiaying immediately groaned in discomfort. Xiqing jerked his paw back in fright. Better not bother him today. Beastmen with pheromone overload become more aggressive and aroused. Plus wolves go into heat when the weather gets cold. Xiqing carefully peeked at Jiaying. This guy basically has 2 tails. If he hits his mating season, he'll go after any nearby animal first. Then I won't be able to escape. Better run away quick. Just as Xiqing was about to bolt, a big hand reached out. It grabbed the panicked puppy on the spot. Xiqing struggled and barked. Jiaying was drenched in sweat, but still pulled the puppy into his arms. I won't eat you. No matter what, I'll never eat you. Xiqing lay on Jiaying's muscular chest, and slowly stopped struggling. Has this guy started to develop feelings for me? Jiaying fell asleep from exhaustion. Xiqing slowly climbed onto his face. He lay on his face and gradually drifted off to sleep. Jiaying, you promised not to eat me. You better keep your word. Seeing the puppy acting all sweet with his sister, the wolf instantly got jealous. At night, lying next to the puppy, keeps asking, has our puppy ever made it? I'd be pretty bummed if I'm the only one who hasn't.
I'm hoping for a perfect dual purity here.
Jiaying brought Xiqing to work again today. Even put his phone in front of him to show him videos. Puppy, you know what my ideal type is. Jiaying reached out to pet Xiqing's head. I like someone who always keeps things exciting for me. Xiqing was getting annoyed being petted. This guy's rambling nonsense again. Jiaying pinched Xiqing's ears. Plus cute and sexy. I think I'd devour him. Xiqing bit down on Jiaying's hand. He didn't want to hear these details. At the office, Xiqing got picked up by a tall, gorgeous woman. What's this, puppy? You're into mutts now. This woman was Jiaying's sister. Xiqing thought, though pure blood supremacy is really annoying, maybe this pretty lady will treat him better than Jiaying. Xiqing immediately rolled over to act cute. Jiaying watched him acting cute for his sister. But his sister had zero reaction. She even criticized. Dad just died and you go to the casino. Have some decency. And I'm politely telling you to ditch this mutt. Xiqing's tail drooped instantly. Sister's words are so harsh. And what's with their vibe? Aren't they siblings? They seem more like enemies. Jiaying smiled dismissively and shot back sarcastically. He's my puppy. That's pretty rude of you, sis. And isn't it funny hearing that from you? Since you hooked up with a guy your brother dated. They say wolves only find one mate for life. But what if his destined mate is a puppy? Seeing the puppy acting cute for his sister, Jiaying was totally jealous. That night lying next to Xiqing, he muttered, didn't know my puppy prefers women. You've never acted cute for me. I was gonna treat you to grilled shrimp tomorrow. Xiqing perked up and wagged his tail at the mention of grilled shrimp. Jiaying smiled and pulled him close. Has puppy ever done it before? Xiqing's face darkened. What kind of question is that? Why is he so curious about this? Jiaying smiled even more seeing his resistance. That reaction means you really haven't. Xiqing angrily lunged and bit Jiaying's nose. This makes you mad. Females usually prefer strong, burly males. But Xiqing, looking like a dog, was weirdly popular with men, so he's extra sensitive about physical contact. That time Jiaying licked his hand. He couldn't help punching the guy. Jiaying happily held Xiqing in his arms, grinning. Such a release. I'd be really sad if I was the only inexperienced one. So adorable. Xiqing was confused. For real? What about that man he mentioned dating? Wait, Jiaying's sister said they weren't even dating. Jiaying wanted to eat that man. And that man had wounds on his hands. Could Jiaying lure with his looks then attack? Hate to admit it, but Jiaying is really handsome and tall. He promised so sincerely he wouldn't eat him. Guess he'll trust him for now. Everything looks huge after becoming a puppy. Today Jiaying insisted they bathe together. Xiqing totally freaked out, quickly covered his eyes. This ain't something a puppy should see. Winter's almost here. Jiaying still stays with Xiqing for this year. Xiqing's been secretly planning his escape, though he feels bad leaving Jiaying all alone. But this isn't his home after all. He'll sneak away when he's sleeping. Xiqing hid his emergency escape fund under the sofa, all collected from Jiaying. Every time the assistant reports to Jiaying, he can sneak extra snacks. Way more than working at the casino. Today Xiqing almost got caught by Jiaying while hiding money. He quickly dropped the money and played with a toy instead. When Jiaying wasn't looking, he hid the money under the sofa. When Xiqing came out from under the sofa, he was covered in dust. Jiaying immediately picked him up. Oh, that's time together. Xiqing shook his head wildly, kicking his little feet, but Jiaying pretended not to understand and happily carried him to the bathroom. Just one accidental glance. Xiqing quickly covered his eyes and turned away. This guy's already naturally gifted. Plus he's in puppy form now. The visual impact is unimaginable. He'll probably never forget this moment. Puppy always thought the wolf just saw him as a pet, but the wolf says, I've always treated you as my lover. Xiqing thought Jiaying just saw him as an ordinary puppy. Actually, Jiaying knew all along the puppy was Xiqing. Seeing Jiaying busy with work, Xiqing decided to find a hiding spot first. He stood on the chair looking down, though one leg's injured. This height should still be jumpable. Xiqing got ready and leaped. But assistant Yingpei caught him with one hand. Jumping like that's dangerous. Yingpei put Xiqing back on the chair. The whole dog looked dejected. Escaping's harder than expected. Such a petty wolf. Wonder how brother's doing. He should believe I didn't run away. But if this keeps up, they'll think I betrayed the dog clan. Then brother will be in a tough spot. Puppy always worries about brother, but brother's not as good as he thinks. In the next room, the person meeting with Jiaying is the casino boss. The boss reported to Jiaying. Xiqing stole the goods when he came to pick them up last time. Jiaying smirked sarcastically. Oh, that kid. So that's why he came. But where'd that kid come from? The boss was surprised Jing asked this. About 5 years ago, I found a puppy alone in the reconstruction zone and brought him back. He was so weak he almost died. Jiaying murmured sympathetically. Was he abandoned by his family? So what does he like? The boss was confused. Jiaying crossed his arms, staring at him coldly. You don't know. The boss stammered. I do. Probably Raymond. Jiaying continued. What about his birthday? The boss sweated nervously. Birthday's probably in summer, around July. Ziying laughed and shook his head. 5 years, and you don't even know his birthday or what he likes. Now he's been stabbed and missing. You don't seem worried about his safety. The boss shuddered. Jiaying seemed angry. But why? Jiaying stood up. Gotta go. My lover's waiting for me. Oh, and no payments until you find that kid. The boss thanked Jiaying with a bow and invited him to bring his lover to the casino next time. Jiaying suddenly stopped before leaving. He turned and smiled at the casino boss. My puppy likes grilled shrimp. The boss was stunned, still thinking about it after leaving the building. Might just be a random meaningless comment. But it's Yun Jiaying who said it. What could it mean? Since the wolf brought the puppy home, can't help cuddling with him every day. He finds everything the puppy does adorable. Jiaying got back to the office and saw Xiqing barking on the sofa. Mad at him for coming back so late, Jiaying happily picked him up. Were you waiting for me? Don't be mad, I'm sorry, okay? Xiqing turned his head away. He wasn't waiting for him. Jiaying held Xiqing to his face, nuzzling him. I promise, I'll never leave you again. Xiqing bit Jiaying's hand. Such a grown man acting all clingy. Jiaying didn't mind getting bitten, just looked curiously at Yingpei. What's puppy saying? Is he saying he likes me? Saying he wants to go home. Yingpei listened to Xiqing's barking and seriously translated for Jiaying. He's calling you a punk. Xiqing immediately stopped barking. This assistant understands curse words too. Better watch his mouth next time. Jiaying nuzzled Xiqing even more lovingly. Puppy's so cute. Got it, let's go home right now for our alone time. Jiaying walked home carrying Xiqing. suddenly asked him, "By the way, does puppy like ramen?" Xichen stayed silent. He's sick of ramen from the casino. He doesn't like it at all. Zhang saw no reaction and continued, "What about grilled shrimp like that?" Xichen immediately wagged his tail hearing shrimp. Puppy's preferences are really easy to figure out. Zhang made a plate of grilled shrimp when they got home, and carefully peeled them for Xichen, feeding him. "You know, I've never fed anyone like this before. Want me to peel another one for you?" What happens when a wolf's destined mate is a puppy? I really think our Zhang is the ultimate top. Knowing Xichen likes shrimp, he often makes it for him. Today Zhang peeled shrimp while asking him, "Puppy, I gotta go somewhere I don't want to tomorrow. You'll come with me, right?" Zhang waved the shrimp in front of Xichen temptingly. Xichen wagged his tail and lunged, but Jiaying suddenly raised the shrimp high and asked pitifully, "You won't come with me? Without you I can't go anywhere." Xichen couldn't reach the shrimp, drooling anxiously. Jiaying smiled and stopped teasing him, fed it to him. "So we'll go together." Xichen grabbed the shrimp. Jiaying takes him everywhere anyway. Like he could even refuse. Xichen happily ate the shrimp. Jiaying picked up another shrimp to peel for him. "Tomorrow I'm going to my sister's leadership ceremony. I have 2 brothers, 1 sister, and 1 younger sister. I actually hoped I could become leader when I was young. But I can't." Jiaying skillfully fed the shrimp to Xichen. Xichen saw how sad he looked. Put the shrimp back on the plate. Jiaying picked him up and nuzzled him. "You giving me the shrimp? Thanks." Then tried to kiss Xichen. Xichen quickly blocked his mouth. This guy's always being handsy with him. But he's kind of pitiful too. Doesn't have family to share his feelings with. Can only pour his heart out to a puppy. Wait, why is he feeling sorry for him? This guy has endless money, and he's pitying him. But some things can't be measured by money. Xichen jumped from the table onto Jiaying's lap, then quietly lay down. He's the only one who can be by his side right now. Might as well give him some warmth. Guys, this size difference is so adorable, who gets it? Puppy and wolf hubby's hands looking so tiny, so cute. Today Jiaying brought Xichen to the wolf clan leadership ceremony. Others gossiped, "Why bring a puppy here?" After the ceremony started, Jiaying handed Xichen to Yingpei and sat alone to the side.
This seems so funny. I always thought Yingpei had a dry sense of humor.
Xichen looked at Zhang beside him and couldn't help asking, "Is he being isolated?" Yingpei explained, "No, that's special treatment." Xichen happily